So today we've got another local derby and we've got the FA Cup third round replay against Bury, where in the fourth round, if we win it, we play Crewe, who are in our league. So potentially we have a fairly easy route to the fifth round of the FA Cup. Let's not waste the opportunity and let's get into this. Hello and welcome back to the Lincoln Loco. Today we are playing Notts County and Bury in the FA Cup. Now obviously since you last here nothing's happened because we carried on straight from last episode. So if you remember from last episode, we drew with Bury to get the replay after we were ahead 10 minutes into the game. They pulled one back. We saved a penalty as well, so we saved ourselves there. We would have lost otherwise, so good job Vickers, was good to save the penalty, but then we carried on anyway into the Mansfield game. Another 1-1 draw, not the best. So now we've got Notts County, who are where I live. In fact, I'm going to video this because it's probably quite important. That there, where I'm trying to focus on, which I can't particularly focus on very well. Where's my finger? There's my finger. Oh, look at that. It's an awful exposure. That building there, though, roughly in between the two trees, that is the Notts County Stadium. That is how close I live to the Notts County Stadium in real life. So I shouldn't have done that. You can all stalk me now, can't you? Either way, it's a big game for me because I live so close. Also, my mum's side of the family all support Notts County, whereas I support Lincoln, so that's close. And also, it's only 40 miles between the two places, so it's a very, very big game. So I really do want to win this. I think we beat them earlier on in the season. No, we lost to them actually, didn't we? That was our first loss of the season. We lost 1-0. So we want to get revenge here today against Notts County at home. Let's go and do it. So this is the side that's going to be taking on Notts County. We're all a little bit tired still from the previous games, so a lot of players are being rested still. But we've got Vickers in goal, a back four of Fools, Waterfall, Dickey and Long, Rose, Knott and Whitehouse in the middle. Arnold and Anderson on the wings today, and Pogba is up front as our target man, Matthias Pogba. What a man. I wonder if he's actually related to Paul in any way. I don't particularly think he is. Although we can have a look, I suppose, can't we? But he's not from France, this guy. But he's from Ghana, basically. So he's probably not got any affiliation to Paul Pogba at all. But it'd be nice to know that he perhaps did. And we're looking at his favourite. Oh, he is! He's actually brothers with Paul Pogba. What? That's crazy. Because I knew Paul would have been. I don't know how that. What's the word? Migrated, I suppose. He probably migrated to France. That's how he's got his identity there. See, this guy's got his French one, but he's obviously played for Ghana instead. Did not know Paul Pogba had an older brother. So we've got Paul Pogba's brother. So really, this does mean that Paul Pogba is going to be signing for us, I think. Right, kickoff then is upon us. Lincoln 0, Notts County 0. I don't know why I had to say that because it's kickoff. I really don't know why I just said that. That's a little weird, isn't it? Looking down at the table then, obviously not much has changed since last episode, but a win today could take us ahead of Mansfield, and we need to win because we are 6 points behind Exeter, who are in 4th, 7 points behind Coventry, who are in 3rd, so we have to try and get those points up at some point, because we need to catch up with them at some point, and we need to be winning games like this against Notts County. They're 15th in the table, we're 6th, so we have to be getting up there, but unfortunately, Notts County come very, very close. I thought I was going in the back of the net then, I just felt it coming, but luckily for us it didn't. So it's not long left in the January transfer window, but I reckon we could talk to this Pogba about getting Paul Pogba to come on loan, because we can't afford his wages, obviously, so I have to get him on loan, I think. But I'm sure he'll want to come on loan, because who wouldn't want to play with Bostwick and Woodyard? I mean, they're League 1 quality players playing in League 2, so I would. Notts County coming forward, Hawkridge on the ball, who is they've come very close again there, but Hawkridge is the player who played for Lincoln last year. He's the one that scored 2 goals against Macclesfield in a 2-1 win that got us promotion last season. He scored 3 goals for us last season. 2 of them were in the final game of the season when we had to win it, or not quite the final game, but the game we could have won it, and we did win it. He scored the 2 goals that made us get there. And I was there, I was at that game. I was very proud to say that, to be fair. And it was, honestly, I've never felt a feeling like it. We were 1-0 down. We scored our first goal and everyone was like mental. And we scored our second goal. I don't know who the guy next to me was, but I was hugging him. I had my arms around him, absolutely embracing him. It's such a weird, overpowering feeling, but like I just couldn't help it. I had to just let some emotion out, and I just did it by hugging some random guy next to me. Billy Knott's free kick though, just over the bar. That was very, very close. Chances few and far between this game so far, but I think in the second half we should have enough about us to to go forward. I think we might play on counter though, are we? We're playing on standard. We don't want that. Let's go to control and hope that might change things for us in the second half. Right, second half. We've gone to a control. We may move to attacking very, very soon as well. I just want one goal. Even if we're winning by one goal, that's all I need because we need the 3 points more than anything. The goal difference is fine right now, as far as I'm aware. If we scroll down here, it's reset itself. But if we scroll down, we've got 21 goal difference. That's fine by me. I mean, still nothing is happening yet. So I think attacking is now the way to go. And we'll actually move to fluid as well, perhaps. We've got Whitehouse on the pitch as well, which seems to be what we're doing in recent weeks. We keep putting Whitehouse up forward as a shadow striker as well to help out Pogba a little bit. And then moving Danny Rose or whoever's at CDM into that more box-to-box midfielder, ball-winning midfielder role. Any changes that needs to be made, though, as we look at this, as it stands? I mean, Arnold's not playing very well, but Maguire-Drew's quite tired and we kind of want to save him, so... But he's not playing well, so we'll bring Maguire-Drew on. He can change the game for us, perhaps. And I guess Bostwick may do something as well if you bring him on for Rose as well. We'll do that for now and see what happens with that, but right now... We're running out of ideas pretty quickly, as we have done in recent games. Although Bostwick on the edge of the area, instant impact. What an absolute pile driver that was shot that was. Gee, must have been 25, 30 yards out, right into the top corner. That is honestly the best substitution I've ever made in my entire life. Jeez, now Pogba on the ball, back to Bostwick, have another go, mate. He plays it to Anderson, and Anderson, very, very close. Bostwick has literally changed the game in a second. He's scored a goal and made a golden opportunity for us just then with Anderson. He is absolutely on top form right now. Anderson on the ball again now, through to Whitehouse, back out to Billy Knight, puts a great ball out to Anderson. He can get it in the middle to Pogba, and Pogba makes it 2-0. All of a sudden, this switch to fluid, this switch to attacking, and the Bostwick substitution has just changed the game for us. What a tactical genius I am. I mean, I don't want to put it, I don't want to fill my head too much, but I'm a tactical genius. Right, we'll make one more change at the back, I think. On the grounds that, oh God, I don't know what we do here. We need to bring a centre back on because Waterfall is tired. We can bring Bostwick further back, actually, that's fine. And then we can bring on Anton Rodgers for the last few minutes because we're running a bit low on defenders now that Eardley's obviously injured. And who else is injured? Raggett's injured for a little while as well. So we're running a little short on defenders, but as soon as Raggett's back, we should be okay, I think, as things go forward now. Not on the ball, through to Whitehouse, through to Anderson, whose shot is saved by the goalkeeper. Anderson deserves a goal as well at this point in the game. He's had a few good shots and a few good opportunities as well. We've suddenly just decided to play really well. In literally, the tactical changes have just changed something. We obviously felt a bit stale beforehand, couldn't really do anything, and then they're getting more bodies forward, committing more players to more positions with the fluidity of the game, and it's just turned things around for us. Highlight after highlight now for us. Pogba, shot from the edge of the area, hits the post, and it's turned away the goalkeeper for a corner ball. We're just playing magnificently now. Well, it's moved us up to 5th. Mansfield have won their game as well, but due to goal difference, we're 11 on goal difference, and I think we must have scored more goals than them. So we've moved, as I say that though, Mansfield just grab another goal, so they go back ahead of us. But it keeps the pressure on because Exeter have obviously lost, and so have whoever was third as well, because there's now 4 points between us and third position, which is nice, after being 6 or 7 before. So very happy with that result. I think we've played magnificently well there from the 60th minute onwards. What a game. Right, now we've got the question of Bury coming up in a couple of days' time. That is a huge game. I really want to progress in the FA Cup. There's a lot of prize money to gain from it as well. So, and of course, Crewe are in the 4th round, and Crewe that we've already beaten this season. Did we beat? Or no, I think we lost them actually, saying that, so ignore that. Paul Farman now, not very happy with me because I've not suggested him for the first team. And I would ask Woodyard to resolve the issue, but he never does anything. So we're going to discuss it with Farman himself. Josh Vick is in such good form at the moment, we can't drop him. Paul Farman says that's fine. They always say it's fine whenever you say that. They always say it's fine. Because Paul Pogba is the brother of the Pogba that we've got, sometimes when you do transfers, you can say, you talk to a player and say, do you mind putting a good word in for this player to come to join us? Do you reckon that's a possibility with this Pogba guy? Do you reckon he could do that and just say to his brother, yeah, come join Lincoln? I mean, it's not on here, but I feel like we have to declare interest in him first before we get our Pogba to do that. And I feel like if we declare interest, I'll probably get sacked for being a bit of a weirdo. And such, I don't think we can ask him to say to Pogba, oh, come on then, come to us. I don't think that's actually possible, unfortunately, just yet. I may try and do it for the lols soon, but we'll have to wait and see. Cameron Stewart's contract ends in a week. He's the guy that, in real life, is actually contracted to this time in real life, actually. And I don't know if he'll carry on or not, but I'm not going to continue his contract. He's a decent player for most Sky Bet 2 sides, but he's the 4th best attacking midfielder on the right. And on £900 a week, he's just not worth it. So he is going to be leaving the club before next episode, I'm afraid. So say goodbye to Cameron Stewart now. Bye. Right, we have made changes then to this game against Bury. So the back line is very similar. We've brought Habigam in for Fools. Woodyard and Boswick come back into that midfield because obviously Boswick was amazing last time out, and Woodyard is back from injury now. And then Maguire, Drew and Ginelli come on either side of the wings, and Pogba keeps his place up front. So they're the changes that we've made. We're going to stick to a standard mentality for the game against Bury right now, but they're in woeful form. They've not won a game in their last 5 at least. In fact, the only game they've not lost in the last 5 is the one that they drew with us. So fingers crossed we can really take some momentum forward and get in a great... See, they've lost 4 of the last 5 games. Let's pile on the misery today. Vickers seems motivated. No one else does. Does my assistant want to say anything else to them? No. There we go. Let's kick off. Let's get this underway. Let's get a big win against Bury and get Crewe in the 4th round of the FA Cup. An early highlight to us as Long puts the ball into the middle, onto Pogba's head, and it's just gone over the bar. That was unfortunate there, but a nice early opportunity for us. That's pretty promising, I think. I don't know if our boys are nervous out there or not, but nothing is really happening so far. Saying that, Rosa's free kick puts it into the area, onto the header, waterfall, which goes in at the far post. That was a fantastic looping header by looks of things. It's gone in the back of the net. The Lincoln fans are sent into raptures, and we're 1-0 up in the FA Cup 3rd round replay. Come on, boys. I mean, as things stand, if we win this, we play Crewe in the next leg, which is a fantastic opportunity to go through to the 5th round, and that's just 1 away from where we got to last season in real life. I mean, could this actually happen? Could we recreate history? I think in the 5th round, though, we do deserve a Man United away, that type of thing for the money. That would be lovely. I'd really appreciate that. But at the same time, if we don't get like a huge Premier League side, I want to have a team that we can beat so we can keep going forward. I don't want to go out to, I don't know, Sheffield United or something like that. I don't know. Okay, a good first half. Calmly tell the boys, I'm pleased how things are going. Keep it up. They all look happy with that. So we just have to keep things steady as it goes and just defend for our lives, attack when we can. The things you usually do in football, I suppose. I don't know. Oh my God, have you seen this? Attendance, 4,700. Oh, tell me in a minute. Maguire then with a free kick now for... that was a poor clearance. Bury have got themselves back into this. Oh, come on, boys. Oh my God, have you seen this? Attendance, 4,734 with 3,451 from Lincoln. Jeez, that is a crazy. Let's also go to attacking as well. Attacking fluid. It worked last game. Later on, let's see if it works again. Come on. This is also now where I'm starting to feel that we need to bring on Elliot Whitehouse instead of Danny Rose. It's happening right now. Danny Rose, Elliot Whitehouse, shadow striker. Come on. This is something that can work. It worked for us last time against Notts County. Can it work again? I don't know what else change we can make because I think we have got the strongest side out there at the moment. Harry Anderson can come on for Josh Ginelli. It's a tough one. It is really tough this right now. I'm going to go to overload as well. Oh no, they've got a free kick. Let's hold on a second. Let's see what happens here. It's headed clear. Who's going to get there first? Bunn or our guy? Our guy, right. Pogba on the ball. Elliot Whitehouse running forward, but we've got men coming forward behind him now. Pogba through to Whitehouse. Whitehouse, he scored it. Come on, mate. We've actually gone and scored now. 10 minutes left on the clock. We could be going to the FA Cup 4th round now. Come on. I'm telling you. I'm tactical genius. Bringing Whitehouse on in that position as a shadow striker. Tactical genius. Here they come now, though. Bunn on the ball. He doesn't. Dickey, massive tackle through to Anderson. Come on, boys. Let's grab a 3rd goal. Let's put it beyond all doubt now. Pogba in space. Get through to Whitehouse. Whitehouse is there. Whitehouse scores his 2nd of the game. It's 3-1. We are going to the FA Cup 4th round. Come on. We're going to take this down now to back to standard as well, and back to whatever that is, flexible. Oh, we've done it. We've actually done it. I mean, this does make me think. Do we start Whitehouse in that attacking midfield position every game now? I mean, he's done it in 2 games. And we've brought him on like that. Does this mean that that's what we do in the future now? I think it could be. I really think it could be the way to go. And there we go. Bury 1, Lincoln 3. We're through to the FA Cup 4th round against Crewe Alexandra of all teams. It's such a good game to have. We could really, really win it. Oh, this is amazing. I'm so happy with this. We're going to recreate history. We are going to recreate history. We've got £67,000 to that, which is lovely. We've drawn Crewe away from home in the 4th round at the end of January. So that's actually pretty soon, to be fair, which is all right. We'll talk to Elliot Whitehouse. Superb front of goal last time. Keep it up. I appreciate that. Thank you, mate. He's actually taken a compliment. That's nice. Let's have a look at the little schedule then. When is the next game? Oh, we've got Barnet and then Crewe and then Newport. So I reckon it's going to be Crewe and Newport next game, next episode. Because we can't not do this FA Cup run now, can we? We just can't not do it. If you've enjoyed today's episode, then drop a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. And remember, we've got a slight target of 60 likes this week if you want a bonus episode at the weekend. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.